My name is Doc. I'm one of the founders of the Hood Collective, and today I'm answering the question, is cannabis social media worth it? If you want the short answer, the answer is no. And you can press stop now, because that's all you really need to know, that most of the time, spending a lot or even anything on social media is going to be a waste. But let me give a more in-depth answer for the people that are really curious about it or are saying, hey, I have competitor X that is doing really well on social media, and why can't I do that? Number one, the biggest problem is this huge catch-22, which you're all familiar with, which is the platforms. Once they know that you are a brand, that you are a retail shop, that you are a company marketing to customers, as soon as they figure that out, they're going to, stop pushing out your content, stop giving you engagement on 90% of your content, if not all, and because they want you to pay. Except we are in an industry that you are not allowed to do paid ads for cannabis. And while there are some workarounds, and there are ways to do it, for the most part, especially on social, you are stuck just doing organic outreach, no paid ads. And so they want you to pay, but they don't allow you to pay. And so it's very difficult to get any kind of reach on social media. Number two, even if you are doing well on social media, it's not, for the most part, going to drive sales. It's really about the branding. If you're not able to do e-commerce through, social media, which you're not, then it's just about branding. When you look at, lifestyle brands on social media and the kind of content that they're doing, they're not doing it because, someone sees the video and they immediately go and buy. They are doing it because they want to just kind of promote themselves and get their name out there and have an association in people's minds with, whatever it is that they're trying to put out there about themselves. And so that is all to say that your presence on social media will not be driving sales. It is about, pushing your brand and communicating your brand vibe. And for individual retail shops, for small brands, single state brands, it is almost definitely not going to be worth it. There are a lot of other things you could be doing that are more effective than social media, depending on what niche, which part of the industry you occupy, whether you're retail, whether you're a brand, whether you're a grower. Email, loyalty programs, SEO, out-of-home advertising, events are really, an underutilized aspect of the industry for a lot of people. There's so many other options that are going to do a better job of driving sales than social media. Social media is like the furthest removed from actually getting people to buy, and takes the longest time to gain the traction that you need to actually to build your brand, that for the vast majority of you, don't spend any money on social media. What I recommend when it comes to social media for most businesses, if you do want to do it, is you have a minimal presence. You make sure that presence is very strong in terms of your brand, that all the photos are quality, that you have a really clear visual identity, and so that when someone's checking out your shop, checking out your brand, they want to see if you're on social media, they go and they say, oh, looks cool. And that interaction usually takes a few seconds, right? And they may decide to follow you or not, but you just want to make a good first impression. And that's it. That's all you want to be doing for social media. And so if you're posting, maybe you hire someone to do a round of content that's going to get you 20, 30 posts. And then after that, maybe you may be posting once, every few weeks, a couple times a month, or even less. And, unless there's some big newsworthy item that you want to kind of promote, you just leave it alone, and that's it. And it's just like that initial like look, oh, looks great. The only exception to everything that I've just said is if you are a multi-location retail brand, if you are one of the top 2 or 3 brands in the state, if you are a multi-state operator, now the entire, calculus around the cost, the spend of social media is completely different. Because now it is about establishing your brand, and it is about, you're going to have a much bigger audience because you have a lot more customers already, and you're looking to grow into new states, into new markets, into new cities, whatever it is. And so having that kind of first step on social media becomes much more important. And if you are aspiring to be one of those top brands and you have the budget to invest, completely different story. And now social media, only under those circumstances would I ever encourage someone to spend a lot of money on social media. If you are looking to be one of the top brands in your state, and eventually probably a multi-state operator, then social media becomes not just a luxury, but kind of a necessity. And so you need to figure out, how can I do my social media within the budget that I have? You don't want to go crazy, but you do need to invest and do it well. So to answer the first original question, is social media worth it? Almost certainly not, unless you're in that small category of very large brands where it becomes important. For most of you, like for most individual shops, they come to me and they say, oh, we want to hire you to do our social media. And I say, no, what you want to do is find the person on your team that likes social media, give them a couple extra bucks an hour, and they're now your butt tender / social media manager, and they're going to do it. And just let them do it, and don't worry about it. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars a month on something that's not going to generate, even that you're going to get negative ROI. You're just going to lose money on it. So, yeah, that's my advice. I hope that resonates with you. If you have more questions about it, if you are one of those brands that's like, no, we have big aspirations and we need to do this right, please reach out to me. I'm happy to talk to you whether you have a small budget, big budget. I'm not just saying only reach out if you're a big brand. I'm happy to have this conversation with anyone. But yeah, please, if you're curious or you want to learn more, reach out. You can find us on our website. You can leave a comment below. But thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.